When it comes to JR Motorsports, it's evident that they have noted some serious success in the Xfinity Series, but now they are ready for the big move. After recent reports, the team has provided us with a significant update on racing in the NASCAR Cup Series as early as 2024, with charter prices skyrocketing. So, is there a real chance that we'll see JR Motorsports upgrade to the Cup Series? JR Motorsports is one of the most polarizing organizations in NASCAR, with Kelly Earnhardt Miller and Dale Earnhardt Jr. carrying the Earnhardt name at the Xfinity Series level ever since the 2005 season. However, it seems like the team is ready for what is coming next, and that is the Cup Series. It would be a dream come true for this team because, as we all know, competing in the Cup Series is a much bigger challenge, and it just goes to show how much risk you are willing to take in order to become a competitive team in the most elitist competition in NASCAR. Still, wanting to join the Cup Series and actually joining it are two different things. And with that being said, let's see whether JR Motorsport is ready for the next big step. If we are to judge by their performance in the Xfinity Series, nothing much can be added. They had 3 out of 4 drivers in the Championship 4, and the 2022 season has been dominated by this team, as they had a total of 15 wins in 33 events across the series. Unfortunately for them, the only driver who did not compete in the Xfinity Series Championship 4, Ty Gibbs, who will race for JGR in the Cup Series starting next season, won the finale. Statistically speaking, JG Motorsport had a 75% chance to win the championship, and they still lost it. But that doesn't take away the fact that the team has been dominating throughout the 2022 season, and the team is going to lose one driver to the Cup Series with Noah Gragson ready to move on in his career. Brandon Jones is ready to take over his car, and it seems like he will have quite a taste of it before the team officially announces the entrance to the Cup Series. If the team is to indeed enter the Cup Series, it goes without saying that their drivers will be very blessed to practically improve their career choice by moving from the Xfinity Series to the Cup Series. So, how big is the chance of JR Motorsport joining the fiercest and most competitive series in the NASCAR community? The executive officer, Kelly Earnhardt Miller, spoke about this situation, adding, "It hasn't come together yet. It's a weird time, I think, considering Cup racing between the new charter negotiations and the new TV contract. I don't think anyone is ready to move on selling a charter at a reasonable price. I think they're just trying to hold out and see what the future might bring. It's such a really interesting time, and we've got things really lined up for 2023. We're still working on it. I have conversations about it and think about it frequently, daily in fact. We've had a lot of great conversations about how we can go Cup racing, but it just hasn't really come together yet. The fact that it hasn't come together yet doesn't mean that the team will give up on the situation. Quite the contrary. It's evident that they are giving their best and trying as much as they can in order to bring their team to the Cup Series in the future. It's clear that the team is working through different scenarios to make it to the Cup Series, but the prices within the charter market are something that's going to present a huge challenge to the team itself. The wish and the willpower are here, and we cannot take that away from the team. However, the price that the team has to pay for entering the sport is truly a colossal one, as rumors started to circulate about a potential purchase that will go over $30 million. The market is currently in a standoff, and the increased popularity of the sport just goes to show that they aren't willing to give away free discounts just for the sake of having new teams compete in the Cup Series. With the price known to be circulating around $30 million, or possibly more, the team isn't willing to give up on the idea of competing in the Cup Series anytime in the near future. While talking about this situation, Kelly added, "We'll keep talking, we'll keep pushing the envelope, and we'll keep trying to figure it out. And like Mr. Hendrick said, when we're ready to make that step, he's ready to step aside and support us and help us any way he can. But he would definitely have to divest from the JRM side if we chose to put the Xfinity and Cup stuff together." One huge factor in this whole situation is the ownership of JR Motorsport. As we all know that Rick Hendrick, who is the owner of Hendrick Motorsports, a team that is currently racing in the Cup Series, is also a co-owner of JR Motorsport. As the rules stand, if JR Motorsport is to make an entrance in the Cup Series, then Rick must step away from his role as co-owner of the team and focus solely on his organization. Therefore, it's safe to say that he will have to be asked about this situation and what he thinks about managing one team in the Cup Series, or managing one in the Cup Series and co-managing one in the Xfinity Series. It's a difficult decision that will lie ahead of Hendrick, and he spoke about this situation ahead of the season finale at Phoenix Raceway, which was just 2 weeks ago. Hendrick is one of the most famous owners in NASCAR, and when someone receives a glowing endorsement from him, its destiny is set for success. This happened with JR Motorsport a few weeks ago, and during one of his media availabilities in Phoenix, The 73-year-old stated that his organization would have an alliance with JR Motorsport, giving his full support to the team if they made the jump to the Cup Series. On top of that, Rick said that JR Motorsport's long-term goal is to be a Cup Series team, and that they should be at the top level. After all, having the Earnhardt name in the Cup Series would be a blessing in disguise, bringing a lot of good stuff to the sport. But apart from Rick Hendrick, there are many other people and sides that feel that JR Motorsports' future is in the Cup Series, as evidenced by the media's public opinion and the overall feedback from the NASCAR community about this team potentially joining the grid from 2024 on. Still, it cannot be an easy thing for Hendrick to leave JR Motorsport. But if that is needed from him, rest assured that he'll do it for the good of the team and for the positive future that lies ahead of JR Motorsport. After all, Hendrick was a very good co-owner, and if it hadn't been for him, God knows whether JR Motorsport would have had the success they had in the Xfinity Series. But the entrance into the sport is a thing that is much easier said than done, and the fact that the team won't be able to even have a sniff of the Cup Series during the 2023 season just goes to show that if they are to join these series from 2024 on, it would be like jumping into a pool of unknown things. So the initial success could be hindered by the fact that the team will need a massive amount of experience in order to push their way through the grid. However, if this is the case, then rest assured that Rick Hendrick will be here to support the team with whatever sources he can, although he will have to give up his rights that are currently entitled to him by Rick being a co-owner. The fact that the 2023 season will have a few select events and JR Motorsport won't attend them even as a part of the team, such as the Chicago Street Course, just goes to show that the challenge is going to be a magnificent one. Nevertheless, this is exactly what the team wants, and while they would use the helping hand of being a part-time team in 2023, that doesn't necessarily mean that you'll give up on your dreams. JR Motorsport's dreams would be to join the Cup Series, which is the most elitist and competitive series in NASCAR. What do you think is next for JR Motorsport? Do you think that the team has a legitimate chance of joining the Cup Series from 2024 onward? Let us know in the comments below.